Calling to order the regular meeting of the Wheeling Plan Commission for Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Riles.
Here.
Commissioner Smart.
Here.
Commissioner Heiken.
Here.
Commissioner Sprague is here. Commissioner Carl.
Here.
Commissioner Meyer.
Here.
Chairman Johnson.
Here. Ms. Nyes, any changes to the agenda this evening?
No.
And I don't believe we have any citizens' concerns and comments or consent items. So we'll jump right into our items for review.
Wrong button.
So Commissioner Heiken get some alert there?
I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Docket PSU 25-0018, request for special use approval to permit a medical research laboratory, dental lab for ZuboTech Lab, 307 South Milwaukee Avenue, Unit 128. Mr. Secretary.
Ivan Hontarenko, ZuboTech Lab, 307 South Milwaukee Avenue, Wheeling. Lee C. is seeking special use approval pursuant to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.10, Use Regulations and Associated Sections, in order to permit a medical research laboratory, dental lab, located at 307 South Milwaukee Avenue, Unit 128, which is Zone B3, General Commercial and Office. A special use as defined in the zoning code is the use of parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to the potential for negative impacts on surrounding properties. In order to be considered for a special use, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that the request meets the standards for a special use as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Nyes, anything on this?
Just, I guess the fact that medical labs is just a category in the code that requires special use approval, specifically a dental lab. It's just in one of these categories. So the petitioner is here, and one of the things I wanted to point out is just that you can see from the building that there's no wall signs on the buildings, and one of our typical conditions is that you have to get a permit before you can put your wall sign up. And so I just wanted to point out that it's not on this one because nobody has wall signs on the building, so I did not believe they were putting up a wall sign. But there are a couple, are there any conditions? No conditions.
No conditions.
So the petitioner's here, if you want to come up to the podium here.
Come on up. This is a public hearing, so I need to swear you in. Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand.
Yeah.
Put your hand up.
Stand up.
Put your hand
Oh,
up.
Do you swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth?
yes.
Thank you. And your name and business address for the record.
Business address 307 South Milwaukee Avenue, Unit 128.
And your name.
Oh, my name Ivan Hontarenko.
Okay? So tell us what it is you want to do.
I try open this laboratory and make denture and sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
because my English is not very well. I told with
Okay.
Marcy
That's okay.
about this. I try open this laboratory, make denture. This is, sorry.
Is this something new to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have experience in Ukraine, 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and try open this.
All right, well, we'll see if the commission has any questions. We'll start with Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Commissioner Smart.
I don't have any questions either. Thank you for being here.
Commissioner Heiken.
No questions from me other than thank you for coming to Wheeling.
Thank you.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have no questions.
Commissioner Carl.
I have no questions.
And Commissioner Meyer.
I just have one question. I wanted to confirm that you're just, again, manufacturing dental items. You're not having people come to your office. No patients.
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
have
no
patients coming.
No,
Okay.
no.
You're
Thank
just
you.
getting stuff from dentists to,
Yeah, I use only
to make.
mailbox or maybe,
Perfect.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, and I had no issues, so if there are no other questions, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Heiken. Commissioner Meyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken,
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart,
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl,
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a recommendation. You'll go to the next meeting we talked about on, October 20th. I'll send you an email tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's it, and you can go.
that's it.
That's it,
Yeah,
okay.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Okay, we need a motion to close PSU 25-0018.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Carl. Commissioner Meyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Carl,
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart,
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken,
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Chairman Johnson.
Yes. All right, moving on to the next item is PTA 25-0002, request for text amendments to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code and associated sections to modify regulations concerning building maintenance services for QuickKill Extermination Company at 94 Messner Drive. Mr. Secretary.
QuickKill Extermination Company, 94 Messner Drive, Wheeling, Illinois, seeks text amendments to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.01.010, definitions, Chapter 19.11.010, off-street parking and loading, Appendix A, use table, and associated chapters to permit building maintenance services in the I-2 and I-3 general industrial zoning. A text amendment is an amendment to the map and/or text of the zoning ordinance which affects the whole village. In order to be considered for a text amendment, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed text amendment is compatible with Title 19 and the comprehensive plan. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that the request meets the standards for a text amendment as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Nyes, I believe you have some news on this one.
Yes, due to some comments that came up at the end of last week, staff is requesting that we continue this docket to November 5th, 2025 Plan Commission meeting.
November 5th.
Yes.
All right, do I hear a motion to continue this docket to our meeting on November 5th.
So moved.
Second.
Smart and Meyer.
Smart and Meyer. Commissioner Smart.
Yes.
Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't need a motion to close.
And that was November 5th.
November
Yes.
5th, yes. All right. Next up is PSP MAJ 25-0003. Request for major appearance approval to modify the west exterior building facade of Cinergy Theater to allow for a permanent art installation at 401 West Dundee. Ms. Nyes, anything, or are you just going to hand it over?
Nope, I'm handing it over to Director Clicker.
All right, Director Clicker.
Good evening. Yes, this is a joint application between Cinergy Entertainment and the Village of Wheeling to request a permanent art installation for a mural on the backside of the Cinergy building. As you all know, we've been working on, through our workshops and the work that we've been doing, we're working on some improvements to Town Center that nothing wrong with Town Center, but it's one of those, as you begin to live with, even at your own house, as you begin to live with items that have been brought in, you begin to realize that maybe there could have been something done different or a little bit better, maybe. In looking at the site, this is definitely one of those that we looked at and went, although the brick wall for Cinergy is actually constructed incredibly well and the materials used are top-notch, we're missing an opportunity to attract people that are on the train into what the area is and what it could be. This is also kind of the reason why the Uptown 500 mural was suggested, again, because rather than looking just out at a blank parking garage, if there could be something to add an aesthetic to the train travelers and those traveling through the community, it could be a much more attractive and enticing environment. So what you have before you is a request purely for the space for the mural. Yes, we have, as a courtesy, shown you what the proposed design or draft design has been potentially been developed, but this is something that is being worked through with the building owner and the entity that is paying for the mural, which in this case, yes, is the Village of Wheeling. So this will go to the village board, the final design, for their approval. But we are simply asking, as we did, or as other petitioners had, such as just District Brew Yards and Cafe Zupas and Uptown 500, purely for the canvas, if you will. The site plan approval, the change to allow a permanent art installation on the brick wall. This is the area where we believe it would be most appropriate and most effective. So with that, that's what our request is, to have the permanent art installation. Yes, you may have seen this design already in the Daily Herald article, but again, it is a draft that will ultimately be approved by the village board. And I should just note that anything that you see of the draft or any permanent design will be in compliance with all applicable zoning and sign regulations of the Village of Wheeling, if necessary.
Okay. Well, let's see what questions come up. Let's start with Commissioner Meyer.
I have one small question. Thank you so much for the great explanation and the fact that, you know, this is just a canvas. Will this have any sort of lighting so that after hours, as you're trying to attract people?
No additional lighting is planned for the install. We believe that the parking lot lighting and just the ambient lighting of the area is adequate.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all I had.
Commissioner Carl.
You answered any questions I had. It was regarding if this was the final draft, but yeah, you've answered that. Thank you.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Director Clicker. Who's in charge of the newspaper articles?
I wish we could control the press, but we can't.
Yeah.
You know, they view the agendas and that are published on our village website in accordance with the Open Meetings Act, and they choose to write their own articles based on that.
Yeah, because they definitely made it sound like it was a for sure thing.
There have been several articles over the years that I can recall where they've spoken in advance of the Plan Commission hearings that have made its own, a little project called Gas and Wash being one of them. So, you know, we can't control what the press puts out there. We have to follow the state guidelines and rules and laws about open meetings, and that's what we did. The press ran with it from there.
Okay. As far as that QR code that's on there, are you concerned at all about, you know, like people being on the train moves. I know it stops at the station, but are they going to be able to find that and
That's again, these
and
are all,
use it?
it's a draft, it's a concept
Yeah.
at this point. Don't know what the final design is going to actually entail. You know, it was just brought out to the attention that QR code, if it were to be there on that design, might actually be behind a tree. So, you know, the design is in flux. It's not been finalized. This is a draft. And like I said, the final draft, being that the village is the entity that is paying for the mural, will be approved by the village board prior to being installed.
basically this is kind of a concept review?
Correct.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. Thanks.
All right, Commissioner Heiken.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, my concern is the QR code as well, but this is a draft, so I have no other questions.
Commissioner Smart.
Thank you. Do you foresee any changes to this?
Major changes, probably not.
Okay. And it says come to Wheeling because I thought when this was discussed broadly, that it was to inform people like, hey, here's the town center. We've got all this great stuff. I understand that that'll be within the QR code.
Right.
But I have no problem with the
We-
canvas, the mural, anything like that. Just this particular design that appears to be on its way towards finalization. How does it say, come on over?
What the task has been given to the artist by both the building owner and the village is to come up with a design that shows, that highlights the diversity and vibrancy of the community. As part of that, you'll notice that actually a new tagline for the village is being contemplated. And we believe that that tagline does exactly that, not only for restaurants, but for our citizenship, our businesses in general, and just the overall feel of the community, that we are one village with many flavors. And with every flavor, sorry, I said it wrong. But you know, and that's the true message that we're trying to convey through this, that we are a vibrant, diverse community that is welcoming and open to all.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Commissioner Riles.
Thank you. Good evening. My question somehow somewhat have been answered, but the QR code is one of them. And I would just recommend placing it higher. And I'll give you a reason behind that. I'm familiar with QR codes, and
Change one
people are
pixel.
pretty clever.
People could change one pixel and make it. These are things that have all been brought up with,
Yeah.
with the artists. One is the, yes, is it going to be behind a tree? Is it going to be able to be messed with? Is it, you know, the QR code honestly is the biggest aspect of this that is in question.
So it should be placed higher and a little larger, based on what you're saying. The audience being on the train, you get your phone. If it's positioned higher than a little bit larger, it gives the customer, the consumer, the audience an opportunity to click on it, and it's also high enough that it's protected.
I wouldn't be surprised if now that we have this draft design, that you might not see a mock-up of that QR code size, if anything else, you know, because we can extrapolate what the size of that
Sure.
QR code is, out on that building wall with people looking at it from all different angles and their phones to see if it works. So believe me, the QR code is the biggest aspect that is still in review.
Yeah, and I understand the slogan and the play on words, one village, every flavor. And you explained it. My personal viewpoint is I understand the concept behind it. I don't know if it's a true reflection of the town, the community.
It's a big task. I'll grant you that. To come up with a village in 4 words is a difficult task. And it's something that has been worked on. I believe this honestly is a great option. But again, nothing is finalized 100% in these designs. It will ultimately, as I said, be approved by the village board.
No, I understand, and yes, I think, I like it, but I think it needs a little bit more flavor to it, or a little bit more character to it. Because you get the concept of, promoting the restaurants and the businesses in here, but, and I'll use an example, if I'm Rosebud, it doesn't, or Serenello's, it's not truly reflecting my brand, so to speak.
Correct.
I mean,
This isn't specific.
and I get it.
Yeah, this
I
isn't
get it.
specifically for the restaurants, but it is for the overall village, and that's why, I don't know if you read in the newspaper article, but yes, what is being depicted are the food varieties in the community, quite honestly, if you look at the geometric shapes, those are to represent
The different.
the different cultures, flags, and regions that people come from in this community.
Okay. No, that's all I have. It is appealing, and there's a little bit more work. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. My first thought when I saw this is a sign. It's not just artwork, because it's promoting something, and per the definitions in our sign code, it's used to advertise, identify, describe, display, or direct attention to. So how is this not a sign?
It's the same as our community ID signs.
It is, yeah, it is technically a sign, but it would be but we're not considering it as a sign right now. It's considered as part of the site plan. But most likely, similar to our ID signs or anything like that, we have exempt signs that are not subject to permitting requirements. They just have certain other ones. So governmental signs, like it's Village of Wheeling, similar to our Village of Wheeling, or our EMC sign. I mean, those are different types of signs because they're ground signs, but, we don't regulate the content of what goes on those or anything, as long as they meet what the sign code says, and as stated, it will be reviewed once the final design is finalized, that it complies with the sign code as well.
Okay. I hope the final design is not quite so busy. And I really hate to see all that nice brickwork covered up. They did such a good job with that.
I'm not discounting that in any way, shape, or
I
form.
mean, maybe downsize it a bit or something. I don't know. I even thought about, what if you just made a giant QR code matching the colors of that brick and nothing else? And people would go, I wonder what that does. But that's my opinion. I mean, that, and I think we would want to just put a condition in that the final approval is on the village board. Make that part of the record.
That's what it is, so yeah, a condition if.
I mean, if I can add, and I appreciate your response. I'm kind of divided as well, because driving back and forth, and you're sitting at the tracks, you can see, and it looks real clean. And I even thought and envisioned, and maybe it's too costly, but possibly putting up, a couple of monitors, or big monitors, on either of the walls with, depicting Wheeling as far as the message that we're trying to convey.
As you may recall, as part of the workshops, we are working on an overall signage package for the town center, and there will be additional sign elements that will be placed in this approximate same area that will do that to bring people's attention back into the town center and what the offerings are there. So we believe this is one element of an overall package.
Okay, I understand, but I agree with you, Mr. Chairman. I think,
But again, just to be clear on this, we are just although this is a draft design, we're not asking for the plan commission to
Sure.
approve that. Again, it's the framework, it's the canvas.
Sure. I think we pretty much,
But if we were to do what Commissioner Riles is saying, with a electronic monitor, then I would hate to see us go through the expense of paying
I
for
don't
a
think that's
mural.
in the cards, to be honest with you. Knowing that as we've been getting some initial pricing on our sign package that we've been developing, I can pretty much tell you that is not in the cards right
no,
now.
I totally understand and I get it. And this is it's a good alternative. I agree with your position on it. And I see the vision and the direction that the village wants to go in regarding this, but that's why we're here.
Also, in the meantime, there are signboards on the train platform, right next to the train.
That Metro makes you.
Yeah, those are Metra.
Well, do they make you pay $30,000 for it, though?
Amortize that over the cost, the one-time cost of this, over the cost of betting banners on there over a period of years. This is still a much more cost-effective manner.
Okay.
I have one more question. So this is painted on, is that what I'm
Yes.
understanding? Okay, so, and then would it need to be
And that's why
regularly
we're
maintained?
asking, that's why any of these requests for murals are purely for the canvas,
Yeah.
because it can change.
Right, okay.
All right, so we would like to add a condition that
If you want to add a condition, we need to take a poll, make sure everybody is on board.
we will, but we need to come up with some wording for it.
I think the wording would be that the final design is approved by the village and the property owner.
Commissioner Riles, you okay with that as a condition?
Can you say it one more time, Mallory, please? I'm sorry.
Just that the final design will be approved by the property owner and village board.
Village board.
Yeah. Well, that's who combined the villages, the board, so.
Sure. I mean, yes.
You don't sound real positive about that.
Again,
I mean, it doesn't fall under us, unfortunately.
Yes. I understand where we are in, as far as the phase is concerned, and but yes, I'm.
Whether we approve this or not, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes?
yes.
Yes. Greg?
Yes.
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 Yes, I will just opine, though, for a minute and say that is a beautiful facade to that building. I agree with you, Chairman, and I would hope that as things develop, that does get considered.
Thank you. Okay, so, you have that ready to go? Read that back to us.
The final design will be approved by the village board and property owner.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
No, thank you.
The other question.
Yeah.
It's just a small question. The backdrop underneath Wheeling, that is
Chicago.
the skyline, Chicago skyline.
It's the 900-pound gorilla in the corner of the room.
Oh, and I can see the jet flying out too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, the jet's kind of hidden too. I would,
Yeah,
yes.
and there should be a train involved, since we're advertising next to the train. But,
you're right about that jet. It gets blurred in the
yeah.
overall.
Okay, so hopefully our comments will be heard, and it'll all end up looking good. So, with the condition given, we need a motion to approve PSP MAJ 25-0003.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Carl. Commissioner Meyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Carl,
Yes.
Commissioner Riles,
Yes.
Commissioner Smart,
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken,
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes, Chairman Johnson.
I'm going to go with no. Not that it matters. So we have 6-1 in favor. There's no motion to close, so we can move on to approval of minutes. For, lost my spot. Approval of minutes of the regular meeting of September 24th, 2025, including the findings of fact for docket numbers PV 25-0005, PSP MAJ 24-0003, and PTA 25-0001.
So moved.
Second.
Sprague and Meyer. Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Meyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Riles?
Yes.
Commissioner Smart?
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken?
Yes.
Commissioner Carl?
Yes.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. Other business. Ms. Nyes, what you got?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Anyone down there? Other business?
No, sir.
Nope. Play? Nothing? Well, I know Indian Trails Library is having their used book sale this Saturday. It's their bag sale, so everything you can fit in a bag for $5, I believe. So go check it out.
From 10 to 2.
10 to 2, correct. If there's nothing else, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Smart.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're done.